10 biggest dinosaurs ever. Identifying the biggest, often deadly dinosaurs that ever lived isn't as easy a task as you might think. Sure, these giant beasts left giant fossils, but it's very rare to unearth a complete skeleton. In the following video, you'll find the biggest dinosaurs, according to the current state of research. Before moving towards the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon. Number 10. Dreadnoughtus. Dreadnoughtus is known from two fossils, which were described in 2014. The larger of the two contained 115 bones, which represented roughly 70% of the dinosaur's skeleton behind its head. The recovery of such a complete skeleton, along with the parts of Dreadnoughtus's head and teeth, allowed scientists to estimate the dinosaur's size and make inferences about its lifestyle. Dreadnoughtus was an herbivore, one of the largest titanosaurs, possibly the largest, according to some sources, was Dreadnoughtus. It had a total length of roughly 26 meters and an estimated mass of 59 metric tons. Dreadnoughtus is known from rock deposits of southern Patagonia, Argentina, that date to about 77 million years ago. There is only one giant known species, Dreadnoughtus. Number 9. Patagotitan majorum, the titanosaur. Patagotitan majorum may have been the world's largest terrestrial animal of all time, based on size estimates made after considering a haul of fossilized bones attributed to the species. The collection included a thigh bone that measured 2.4 meters from end to end. Because of its huge size, Patagotitan was simply known as the titanosaur between its initial discovery in 2014 and its formal naming in August 2017. It is thought to have weighed approximately 70 metric tons and measured 37.2 meters long, but some researchers believe that these are overestimating. The species lived 100 million to 95 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period and represents one of the largest species of titanosaur identified so far. Its 84 fossil pieces comprise one of the most complete titanosaurs ever found, and served as the basis for the museum's 122-foot-long model. There must be something in the environment, in how much resources and food was available. In the climate, something must have allowed this fantastic size. All these contenders for the heavyweight championship of dinosaurs, they all lived in the same place, at the same time. Understanding why and how these animals evolved into such a fantastic size is the million-dollar question. Number 8. Argentinosaurus. Argentinosaurus has been known to science since 1993. Evidence of it was originally discovered in 1987, when a fossil the size of a fully grown human being was unearthed on a ranch in Argentina. The rancher thought the fossil specimen was a large chunk of petrified wood, and it wasn't until 1993 that it was reclassified as a single vertebra, belonging to a new species of sauropod. Although no complete skeletons of Argentinosaurus have been found, estimates of the dinosaur's length range from 37 to 40 meters, and it was thought to have weighed 90 to 100 metric tons. By these measures, Argentinosaurus was the largest dinosaur, as well as the largest land animal ever known. The scattered remains of Argentinosaurus are associated with those of the 10-ton carnivore Gigantosaurus, meaning these two dinosaurs shared the same territory in Middle Cretaceous South America. While there's no way even a desperately hungry Gigantosaurus could have taken down a full-grown Argentosaurus all by itself, it's possible that these giant theropods hunted in packs, thus leveling the odds. There's still a lot we don't know about the growth rates of plant-eating dinosaurs like sauropods and titanosaurs. Most likely, juveniles reached maturity at a much slower pace than that of warm-blooded tyrannosaurs and raptors. Given the ultimate heft of Argentinosaurus, it's not inconceivable that a newborn hatchling took 3 or 4 decades to reach its full adult size. That would represent about 25,000% increase in bulk from hatchling to herd alpha. Number 7. Saltosaurus. Saltasaurus is a titanosaur, named for the city of Salta in northern Argentina, where it was discovered. The species was first described in 1980, and it is considered small compared with other titanosaur species, measuring only 12.2 to 12.8 meters long and weighing slightly under 7 metric tons. While several other titanosaurs relied on their sheer size to dissuade predators from attacking them, an analysis of a collection of incomplete fossil skeletons of Saltasaurus suggests that the species employed a different defensive strategy. The titanosaur's body was covered with osteoderms, or bony armored plates, which made it more difficult for the teeth of a predator to penetrate its flesh. Number 6. Rapatosaurus. Rapatosaurus was a fairly typical sauropod, with a short and slender tail, a very long neck, and a huge elephant-like body. Its head resembles the head of a diplodocid, with a long, narrow snout and nostrils on the top of its skull. It was an herbivore, and its small, pencil-like teeth were good for ripping the leaves off of trees, but not for chewing. A juvenile Rapatosaurus kraussei was discovered by researchers excavating a hillside in northern Madagascar in 1998. The dig revealed one of the most complete titanosaur skeletons discovered thus far. In addition, a skull of a juvenile and a skull of an adult were found at the site. Although the juvenile skeleton was only 8 meters in length and an adult skeleton was not present, paleontologists estimated that a fully grown member of this species could have been as large as 15 meters long. The bones of Rapatosaurus have been dated to roughly 70 million years ago, a mere 4 million years before one of the greatest mass extinctions in Earth's history, the KT extinction. Number 5. Australoposeidon magnificus. When dinosaurs ruled the Earth, they walked tallest in Brazil, say paleontologists from the Museum of Earth Sciences in Rio de Janeiro, who have just concluded that the planet's biggest specimen ever found lived here. In 1953, a partial vertebral column and a rib were excavated from the Presidente Prudente Formation in suburban Sao Paulo. These fossils sat in a museum for more than 60 years before Brazilian researchers had the staff and resources to be able to study them and declare them as belonging to a new titanosaur species, the largest of Brazil's 9 known titanosaur species, in 2016. The sizes of these fossils suggest that a fully grown Australoposeidon magnificus measured 25 meters long. The name of this new late Cretaceous dinosaur reflects its impressive size. The name means great, elevated, noble southern earthquake lizard. The age of the sandstone and mudstone layers containing the fossils suggest that Australoposeidon magnificus lived between 84 million and 66 million years ago. Number 4. Paralititan. Paralititan stromeri was first described in 2001 after earlier excavations at a site roughly 300 kilometers southwest of Cairo, Egypt, had revealed a massive 1.69 meter long thigh bone and a collection of fragmented shoulder blades, front leg bones, teeth, and vertebrae. The discovery of such a large femur allowed many paleontologists to assert that Paralititan rivaled Argentinosaurus in size. Estimates of the titanosaur's length and weight vary. Length estimates range from 25 to 30.5 meters, and weight estimates range from 60 to 75 metric tons. Paralititan plied the mangrove swamps of the middle of the Cretaceous period some 94 million years ago. Number 3. Shingopana songwensis. The Tanzanian titanosaur Shingopana songwensis was first described in August 2017. The collection of fossils made up of vertebrae, ribs, bone from one of its forelegs, and a fragmented lower jaw and pubis bone was found in 2002 in Galula Formation of Africa's Great Rift Valley, which is located in southwestern Tanzania. The rocks within which the fossils were found dated to 100 million to 70 million years ago. Shingopana is the Swahili word for wide neck, and it was the titanosaur's inflated cervical vertebrae that inspired the name of the species. Only 8 meters long and weighing an estimated 5 metric tons, Songwensis was one of the smallest of the titanosaurs. The discovery of Shingopana highlights the different regional faunas between North Africa and Southern Africa, and suggests that tectonically driven separation of the land masses may have influenced the development of progressively isolated Southern African faunas throughout the Cretaceous. Number 2. Biggest dino bird, Gigantoraptor. Given its name, you might think that Gigantoraptor should feature on the list of the greatest raptor, the honor currently bestowed on Argentinosaurus. But even though this Central Asian dino bird was over twice the size of its North American cousin, it wasn't technically a raptor, but a gentler breed of theropod known as an Oviraptorosaur. One thing we don't yet know about Gigantoraptor is whether it preferred to eat meat or vegetables. For the sake of its late Cretaceous contemporaries, let's hope it was the latter. Number 1. Biggest prosauropod, Rheogosaurus. Tens of millions of years before giant sauropods like Diplodocus and Apatosaurus ruled the Earth, there were the prosauropods, the smaller, occasionally bipedal herbivores, distantly ancestral to those late Jurassic behemoths. The South American Rheogosaurus is the largest prosauropod yet identified, a 30-foot-long, 10-ton plant-eater of the late Triassic period, over 200 million years ago. You can detect the protosauropod bona fides of Rheogosaurus in its relatively long neck and tail, though its legs were much more slender than those of its massive descendants. Rheogosaurus was a quadruped dinosaur. It could not rear up on its back legs like some of its relatives, such as Plateosaurus. Its long, massive body needed to be supported by all 4 limbs. The front limbs of Rheogosaurus were nearly as long as its back limbs. Rheogosaurus and the related South African genus Melanorosaurus are prosauropod giants. Both had a number of features in common with the sauropod dinosaurs. These include vertebrae with hollow spaces that made them lighter, and dense, massive limb bones. That's all, folks. Despite dying out over 60 million years ago, these remain some of the biggest creatures ever to walk the Earth. If you like our video, please feel free to share and comment your views on this video. Your opinion is very essential for us. Thanks for watching.